NASA's newest space telescope, Sphere-X, is set to launch later this week. It's gonna map out the entire sky in 102 infrared colors, and today I want to talk about all the cool science that is going to come from this mission. There's three main elements, and they're actually kind of listed out in the name of the telescope. Sphere-X stands for Spectrophotometer for the History of the Universe, Epoch of Reionization, and ICES Explorer. So let's start with the history of the universe. Sphere-X is going to create a 3D map of hundreds of millions of nearby galaxies. The distribution of galaxies today actually depends a lot on the behavior of the universe in its first fraction of a second, when it underwent a period of rapid expansion called inflation. There is still a lot we don't understand about inflation, but with the data we get from Sphere-X, we can narrow in on some key parameters and rule out certain models. Alright, part 2, Epoch of Reionization. This is a time in the universe's history right after the first galaxies and stars formed, when a lot of high-energy radiation was flying across the universe and ionizing hydrogen. Because Sphere-X isn't targeting individual galaxies, but rather looking at the whole sky, it can capture the light that's coming from everything, including the small faint galaxies that we may not know about yet. And it will help us estimate how many galaxies exist and existed at different stages of the universe's history, like during the Epoch of Reionization. And the final big component is ICES, looking at the distribution of water and other key biogenic molecules in the Milky Way. Those 102 colors that I mentioned earlier that Sphere-X can see in will help us map out the abundances of these key elements in the clouds in our galaxy that go on to form stars and planets. So there you have it. Sphere-X will help us study things from the first second of the universe to how life forms in our galaxy. And it's all starting this week, so stay tuned.